Hello, my name is Mark, and this is my Kroc Story. Before I started working here, before I even heard of the employment for this place, I would come here as a kid when the old building was still here, and partly when the new building was being erected. I would come here, play basketball. I remember the old game room, and it was just like a foosball on an old rickety pool table, but it was a very fun place, and I liked coming here. About 3.5, 4 years ago, I used to help in the pharmacy department and the front register at a Walgreens. And I worked there for a while. It wasn't the best working environment. You know, I would be kind of just dealing with a lot of stress at the job. I would deal with a lot of, unfortunately, irate customers. And there were times things got pretty physical at the place. It was not the most pleasant of working environments. It wasn't until one day that one of the leaders of the church department in the Salvation Army, Matt Downs, amazing guy, he came in one day and he saw me get hit by one of the customers. And, you know, I was so used to it by then, I kind of just was like, another day, whatever. And so he came up to me and asked me, was I okay? Now, I've never been asked by a customer, am I okay? So I didn't know how to really respond to that properly. So I was like, no, I'm not. I kind of just want to quit. I don't want to work a day in my life again. I'm kind of just over this. If I go poor, I go poor. I'm kind of just over it. He said, hey, you know, I work with the Salvation Army. If you ever need a job, come by and I will personally help you get the job myself if I got to. And I said, let me think about it, because I didn't want to jump into another location that I had no idea about. I knew of the Salvation Army, and again, I went there as I was younger, but I didn't know what it was like working there. So I said, let me think about it. It wasn't until that very night at my old job that something really big happened, where it involved a bit of a more physical altercation. I don't want to get too far off track from this, but side note, it just was not. It was enough to where I was like, if I stay here, I might not wake up tomorrow. So I said, let me pack my things. I need to go. And so I took the man's offer. I ended up going to take a tour that same week that I decided to leave and look around the Salvation Army, see what's changed. And I was like, oh my gosh, there's so many new things here from what I remembered. Like, there's a gym here that's got so many million things. I got an indoor track. I didn't even know that was a thing. I didn't even know we had indoor tracks in Arizona. So it was really cool to see all that. And I've been with the Kroc Center for about 3 years. I'm one of the front desk attendants. I'm one of the music teachers, a security guard, game room attendant, and facilities attendant as well. I remember this one day, Chelsea came up to me and she's like, oh yeah, we have church service here. And I didn't know that. And so I was like, yeah, I used to drum for my last church. That's cool. And I just remember her immediately turning around and being like, you play the drums? And I was like, yeah. And she's like, oh, good. They need a drummer. I haven't seen one for a while, so they need a drummer. And I was like, oh, sure. And I've been playing here ever since that minute, so that's about a good 2 years into the job. And I love playing here. Like, you can honestly follow it. They have an online live broadcast that they do every Sunday during service. So it's like if you're at home, you can go just watch it and sit on your phone and just be like, okay, I'm not missing church. The message is clear. It's very nice. It's interactive even. They're very, 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 very spiritual people that honestly say the word in a great way. Being a music teacher was probably my biggest dream that I could think of. And I've been pushing to try to do that for a very, very long time. Like, I was just trying to find the right place and the right opportunity to even step foot into doing that. And so when the position came up for music classes, I looked at the roster here and I noticed that there weren't any drum teachers here. And I asked the arts and education manager, and he told me that, oh yeah, we don't have any percussion classes because we don't have any percussion teachers. So I said, can I apply? And you know, I wanna teach the drums here. Heck, I would do it for free. I just want the chance to do it. And, you know, it started from there. It started with one student. It was my little nephew. It was my first ever student who joined my class. Then it went to 2, then it went to 5. Now it's at 10 currently right now. And then 11, I believe, just as of last week. In short, that just helped me achieve something I've been wanting to ever since I got out of school. Like, I always wanted to teach music. I always thought music in a spiritual way helped people connect with everything else in the world. Like, whether it be, you know, going to church, understanding life lessons, stuff like that. I incorporate music with that a lot. So this place kind of helped me express that to the youth, and I think that's great. For anyone who wants to ever like join or like thinks that the goal is a little too far, it just takes that one little slip or one little opportunity, and then you'll start walking your foot under the door. If it wasn't for Matt stepping in and saying, "Are you okay?" I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be teaching kids right now. I wouldn't be having many adults coming up saying, "Oh, I want to learn the drums too." I would say if you ever see an opportunity that God's given you, like, take it. It's obviously there for a reason.